Lochaber describes itself as the outdoor capital of Great Britain. At this time of year, the focus is very much on winter sports based here at Nevis Range. This year, the snows came early, but left early as well at lower levels, as we can see from the gondola going up the slopes.
We don't have typical amounts of snow. The snow varies. From December until the middle of May, we can have snow, or it might be disappearing or it might be appearing. Currently it's disappearing, but we know that we've got snow forecast for next week, so in a week's time it could be completely different.
But there is enough at the higher levels to attract the enthusiast. This past weekend there were enough people willing to brave the chill air and the low cloud, where they found enough snow to enjoy themselves.
The mountain festival is very important for the whole area as an attractor for this time at half term when we're in the middle of winter. When in fact at Nevis Range we're fairly busy, the climbing's busy here, and it's all part of being the outdoor capital of the UK, which is what Lochaber is.
The mountain festival's been attracting lovers of the great outdoors in growing numbers, much to the delight of the organisers.
It's the fifth mountain festival I've been kind of in charge of, and it has been building from year on year and very satisfying. You know, we all do it as a voluntary thing, just for our love of the hills, and it's great to see it all come together every year and to build on reputation and audience numbers. Just more of us getting together to share our love of the hills. We try and get people active. We try and get people to participate as well as come along and be inspired by the films and the speakers that we have. So I have a whole section of workshops in a very wide range of activities. You can try out ice climbing around at the Ice Factor, introduction to winter walking skills with myself and Abacus mountain guides, through to astronomy for mountain leaders. You know, there's a very broad range of activities, and that's the idea. You know, we all love the hills so that we can go and do things in the hills, and it's a great opportunity to get stuck in.
Down the road at Lochaber, there's the largest indoor ice climbing facility in the world, based here at the Ice Factor. It will be hosting a series of workshops to make sure that people who go ice climbing in the local mountains understand what they're doing and can therefore do so safely.
We're aiming to teach people the basic rope work skills that they'll need to go outside, and we can look at placing ice screws and protection in here to an extent as well, but also teaching them the mechanics of the movement skills on ice that they'll need, so that when they get out onto steep ice outdoors, they're not then having to think so much about that. They can concentrate on all the other factors that are involved in the mountains. It's quite easy to grasp the basics of it, but to refine it and get it looking really good and climbing on the steep ice takes a lot longer. So there's definitely elements of practice involved there. We take everybody in here, from climbers who are looking to improve their outdoor climbing, right through to novices who've never done any rock climbing before and are keen to give the ice a go because there's something completely different that they can't try many other places. So you certainly don't have to have any prior experience to come and give it a go in here.
Each year the festival gives an award to someone who's made an outstanding contribution to Scotland's mountains. This year that goes to Dr. Adam Watson.
It's the Scottish Award for Excellence in Mountain Culture. So those two words, mountain and culture, just are embodied by Dr. Adam Watson. He's spent his whole life studying the mountains, the things that live there, us and our impact on the hills, how we interact with the mountains, and right through to the place names and the snow patches. And, you know, just a huge depth of knowledge just within the one man. And he's presented it so well. He's written hundreds of scientific papers and books for us to understand in far greater depth just the hills that we love so much.
Sadly, he's not well enough to receive the award in person this weekend, but for many people it will be a highlight of the Mountain Festival, which runs until Sunday.